Welcome back, everybody, to more Dicing with Death. You know what? We're just going to get rid of this overlay. This overlay is dumb. Why was it even here? Remove. Bad overlay. There we go. Better overlay. Perfect.
Right.
Back to Dicing with Death. So, I've got a map. 2 maps.
Yes.
One of the local cities.
Yep.
And one of the
Sort
terrain.
of there, and one of the, just like this big old hill that Ashenhold Keep is on, and it's just sort of got the topology.
Right. So
the
one
hills
is
are, where
the
the forest
water
is.
from Seagate to Brinton to Ashenholt to Cornbrook. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other is
aren't on the map.
right. And the other one is just Ashenholt Hill, right?
Yes.
Okay. And it doesn't have any details of the town itself, just
No, it's like it's like of the forest and that river, and yeah, it's like if you were trying to navigate the woods.
Right. Cool.
Topography. What was I saying? Topology.
Topology.
It's topography. Topology is like math.
Yeah.
The math of shapes and shit. Groups and sets. Where's the elf porn?
Seriously, they kept talking about elf porn. And they said they were gonna PM me a bunch of elf porn, but
I think
my
we were
Twitch
supposed to
inbox is
supply them.
Oh, we're giving them elf porn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Legs are sent you some, apparently.
Oh. Apparently
Alright.
he didn't. We're short of elf porn.
So you buy those maps from the topographer.
Yeah. And then I want to go into town and kind of approach get as I don't know how close the town approaches to the fort, but I'd like to get to whatever part of the town is closest to the fort to kind of like get an eye of it.
Right. So you're wandering around a bit. The town, so the buildings sort of sprawl up, and then at the base of the fort, there's a small stone wall, about 10 feet high, that surrounds the keep itself. But otherwise,
10 foot
buildings
high?
go pretty much up to it. Yeah, only 10
Wall,
feet.
that's a pretty small wall for a fort.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It seems like maybe mostly symbolic. I don't know, because you're like, I could climb this, no problem.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. I look about the town for a little bit. I want to walk through the streets and get a feel for the place, like a feel for the economy of the town. Do I see are there jewelers? Are there a lot of trade? Is there a lot of trade? Is there
Yeah, there seems to be a fair bit of
size?
trade. You pass like 4 goldsmiths, which strikes you to be slightly intriguing.
Yes, very much.
But yeah, I mean, there's a few blacksmiths and merchants. It's not a huge town. You've seen bigger, but certainly better than these little country bumpkin collection of farms that they try and pass off as towns.
Right. Okay. I want to go talk to one of the goldsmiths. That's what I want to do.
Okay.
And I would like to ask them why there are so many goldsmiths in this town.
Okay. Do you just pick one at random?
Yeah, just the first one that I come across.
Okay. All right. There's a counter, some jewelry on display in glass cases with metal bars or whatever, reinforcing the glass. Then behind the counter is a dwarf sitting on a stool.
Mr. Dwarf, I say, approaching him.
Mr. Elf.
Tell me, this town has many goldsmiths, more than I would have expected for such a town this size. Can you tell me why this is?
An inquisitive one, aren't you?
I am.
Maybe there's a high demand for gold. For guilders. And he shrugs.
Don't be coy with me. Why are there so many goldsmiths in this town?
I think we should learn to take a hint.
think I
and
can.
not ask questions that are dangerous.
All right. Well, how about I have a different question for you, and I reach into my sack of gold and pull out like a full handful, however many that is.
How much gold
Um,
do you have total?
I have 175 gold.
Okay. So yeah, you've got a fistful of gold coins.
Yeah. I say I have all this gold that I would like to turn into something useful. Which is the best goldsmith in town to do that for me?
What did you say you want done with that?
Oh, I wanted to turn it into something useful. I mean, I do want to. How do I say this? I don't want to intrude or put a damper on any other workings that you might have. But are you skilled?
I am quite. And while my agreement with the Goldsmiths Union forbids me from saying that I am the best in town, he sort of gives you a wink. I could certainly turn that into something useful. Although I think there are human laws against melting down minted coins.
I see. Well, how about I give you this gold and you give me something useful in exchange? I'm sure you have plenty of your own supply that you could melt into something.
You really don't know what you're getting at, do you?
I take a glance around. Is there anyone else in the nearby area that would overhear our conversation?
Nope. There's a door immediately behind him that leads into
Okay.
another room or his shop.
I
or
put the
something.
coins on the table and lean in real close and say, "Listen, I'm trying to find some information here. I understand that you've got a thing going on, but it's a fair bit of change for a few simple answers that I'll find out eventually. Why don't we just make things a little easier for everyone?"
Right. He puts 3 fingers on 3 coins and slides them to himself. He says, Rolston deals in information. He's more qualified than me to decide what's for sale. And he slides the 3 coins into his hand.
Okay. I funnel or shuffle the rest back into my pouch. Where can I find this Rolston guy?
His goldsmith shop is down the way and 2 blocks up.
Thanks. And I walk out.
Okay.
And then I head to Rolston's place.
All right. Another goldsmith.
I get in. I walk in and say, "Are you Rolston the goldsmith?"
Indeed, I am. He's a tall, slender man, bald-headed, shaved head.
I'm told that you are one of the best in
tight-fitting
town.
leather. I am quite good. He says.
I again glance about. Are we alone?
He nods.
Oh, I meant like, are we? Yeah. I didn't ask him if we were alone. I was
Okay.
looking
Yes,
for.
it's just you and him. Yep, similar construction to the last goldsmith shop. I mean, obviously it's a different building, but there's display cases and stuff out front, and a counter, and then a door, closed door behind him.
I lean on the counter and kind of just like jingle my pouch of gold, guys, not my balls. And I say, "So, why are there so many of you goldsmiths in town? There's about 4 of you, at least 4 of you that I've seen."
Yes.
jingle.
Is this a? Yes. There's much gilding to be done.
Well, what needs to be gilded so much? I've never been to a town of this size with 4 goldsmiths. Who's gilding all these things?
All sorts of folk. You'd be surprised.
Well, perhaps my tongue is not gilded enough, and I reach into the pouch and grab a handful of coins again, and put them on the table, but keep them next to me on the table. I'd be like, "So what's going on here? Let's be frank."
I'm not sure if you understand the questions you're asking, but perhaps.
Perhaps you can enlighten me then.
But I do deal in information. Perhaps if you can be a little more explicit with what you want.
I'm curious as to who this Lord Ashenholt is, why he needs 4 goldsmiths in his town, and where the supply of gold is coming from.
Why do you think Ashenholt is involved in all of this?
Local lords usually have a hand in whatever dealings are in their towns.
Fair enough.
Is this
But
guy uninvolved, though?
I didn't say that, but he's not gilded himself.
I see. I kind of look expectantly.
I'm not sure here, but these are some dangerous questions you're asking.
I can appreciate the danger, and I can appreciate being quiet about things. I didn't get to be where I am in life by flapping my mouth. But it is in my nature to know things, or to want to know things. So, tell me.
And that is my business.
So tell me, who is requesting all this gilding? Who are these gilded people?
Careful folk. And
To what end?
a little. To what end?
To what end? Don't play games with me.
He's sort of silently looking you up and down, trying to figure out what you're getting at, trying to size you up. What end is there other than money and the truest currency of all, power?
Now we're getting a little somewhere. What? Haha. You say things are being gilded. What sorts of things are being gilded? Gilding is, as far as I'm concerned, the plating of objects with gold. And not many things get gilded. Usually.
Did I use that term incorrectly? Can a man be gilded?
Metaphorically, are you speaking literally? Are you literally plating people with gold?
He seems to derive a little too much pleasure at the thought. Sometimes, but no.
You are very frustrating. You talk in circles when I'm looking for direct answers.
You have to ask direct questions if you want direct answers.
Where does the gold come from?
Mines, but
Not local?
he looks at the money you've got. He says, but perhaps there's not as much gold as you seem to think. You still are taking this all too literally.
Then explain it to me.
I think you should get out of here before you get yourself in trouble.
I'm the sort of man who likes to get in trouble.
He shakes his head. Is there money on the table?
Yeah, a handful of coins.
How much was that?
A full handful of coins. Probably 20, I'm guessing.
Okay. He sweeps it out into his hand.
As he does, I put my hand on his and say, whoa, 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 you've told me nothing that I haven't learned already.
Roll the hit. If you
Okay.
want to catch his hand before it's off the table.
Plus 1. 17.
Okay, yeah. So you managed to catch his hand, sweeping the gold. He sort of
Well-
looks up at you.
You've not answered any of my questions. You haven't told me anything I didn't know before walking into this shop.
My fee is my fee.
For what? You have provided no service.
He locks your gaze.
Tell me, who is requesting all of this gilding and what is being gilded? That is a straight answer. That is a straight question. Give me a straight answer.
The members of the Goldsmiths Union have these certain privileges. I don't think you know what you're asking, and I don't
How is that not a
think it's
straight
safe for you
question?
to know anymore.
That's a straight question. Why can't you give me an answer?
He moves to take the gold. I mean, he's got the gold in his hands. You got your hand-
I have my hand still on his. Not releasing it yet.
Okay.
At
He
least
lets
tell me
go
where I can.
with his left hand that was scooping up and moves it below the counter.
At least tell me where I can get more appropriate answers. Then, if not from you.
Okay. He pulls his hand out from underneath the counter holding a hand crossbow and points it at you.
I take my hand off his.
That's better. If I were you, I'd stop asking questions you aren't ready to know the answer to.
Ashenholt is involved.
I didn't say that. But he's no goldsmith.
Who's the head of the Goldsmiths Union? At least tell me that.
Now, if I knew that, I'd be a wealthy, wealthy man.
I turn and walk away. Interesting.
Leaving 15 gold coins on the counter.
Yeah.
You're burning through your money quite quickly.
Yeah.
While near the financially unwise.
No, money is to be spent. I'm not going to use my 160 gold on anything other than information. Really, like
Yeah.
I don't need. I need some new weapons, but other than that, players hoard their money ridiculously. Money's to be spent. Otherwise, it'll just get stolen.
You know me too well.
Okay, I walk out frustrated, kind of annoyed, and I decide. I want to go see. Oh God, I forgot her name already. The lovely lady from last night. Not Melissa, not Marissa, not. Start with an M. Not Marigold. No. Michelle. I want to go find Michelle.
Okay. Where do you look for her?
At the tavern that she took me to.
Okay.
I walk in, and I go up to the bartender or the man in charge or woman in charge, and I say, "Well, where may I find Michelle?"
And who are you?
I am a friend of hers.
He looks you up and down. Let me see if she's in.
I smile and wait.
Okay. What did you say your name was?
Qualnir.
Okay. All right. He walks upstairs and walks back down and said a few minutes later, she's in. You may see her.
Okay. I walk up to the same room that I was in last night
Okay.
and give a little on the door.
Come in.
I open the door, walk in, and shut the door behind me.
Okay. She's lounging around in a silk dress,
Hello, my dear.
sitting down one shoulder.
I've come to have a little chat with you. If you have a moment to talk.
Talk.
I go and sit down next to her if there's room next to her. Put my arm around her and say, "What do you
Sits
know
up.
of the Goldsmiths Union?"
They run this town, and she sort of looks around as if she's nervous. And you should be careful what you say about them.
I
around them.
scoot a little bit closer, and to the point where we're whispering. That's fine. Just let's keep quiet here about this. So,
Call near the creepy.
creepy is always a matter of how you take it. One action may be not creepy to one person, creepy to another person. No action in and of itself is overtly creepy. It is a subjective experience. So no, not Qual near the creepy. Tell me, what is it? I've never heard of such a thing before.
She looks nervously from side to side. You think it's sort of absurd that she's like checking her room to make sure you're alone, but maybe it's just a nervous tick.
Hmm.
Um, it's the union. She says, sort of like a thieves guild.
Right.
They provide protection to members, fencing of goods. They've got a cut in pretty much everything, including my business.
Interesting.
You
How
aren't
far?
in trouble with the union, are you?
No, no, no. Not in the slightest. I'm just curious as to how a man can make a little profit. I am from out of town. I'd love to make some money while I'm here before I move on.
I
Like,
think, well, the union would love for you to make a profit. They'll be taking a cut of it, not helping you make it.
no, we'll see. So tell me, who is everyone a member of the union, or do they just take their cut on things? Who do I introduce myself to join the union?
I don't think it works that way.
How does it work?
I don't know, but I'm certainly not a member.
I see.
I pay my taxes, and that's all.
Hmm. Well, let's put things in a different language, or change subjects, perhaps. Um, when was the last time you were in Ashenholt Keep? If you don't mind my asking, of course. Recently?
It's been a few weeks.
Are you the sort of lady that one can trust with secrets as long as you benefit from them?
I think there's only one answer to this question.
It's possibly true.
Spill, honey. And she pats your thigh.
Tell me, what valuables have you seen in Ashenholt Keep? I'm a man who likes to wander wander through buildings from time to time. And if I happen to come across anything that was perhaps lucrative for me, I could make a little bit of business here.
You ought to be
Perhaps give you a
careful.
little bit of a finder's fee, and I'll make sure the union gets their cut too, if they're or they'll just be the ones fencing. But I need
There,
someone who knows where the valuables are.
there are valuables aplenty, but Baron Ashenholt is a powerful man and a formidable warrior, not to mention the knights in his employ.
That's why I don't get caught.
Well, and there's a treasury in the basement of the keep, but supposedly the Baron's greatest treasure is his blade.
Tell me.
Bloodletter, he calls it. The knife that he carries at his side.
It's a knife, not a sword.
He has one of those too.
But the knife is the prize.
So they say.
And his treasury is in the basement.
She nods. Along with the dungeon.
In the same region as the dungeon?
I have seen neither.
Hmm. When I have a plan that could end up with us both being quite wealthy. When is the next time you think you might be seeing Lord Ashenholt or someone in his employ?
If you tell me more about this plan, I could arrange it to be sooner.
Next time you see someone, perhaps you say that you want to do a little role playing. You want to head down to the dungeons and have fun down there. On your way, you can see if you can figure out where the location of the treasury is, or maybe eke it out through other words. You let me know where the treasury is, how to get there, and if you notice any guards, how many, their locations. I can slip in, come back fabulously wealthy, give you a 10% cut, um, and we can both live happily. No risk to yourself.
Except for being locked in a dungeon with a lecherous knight.
One dungeon instead of a feather bed is a small price to pay.
All right. Pay me something up front, and I'll do what I can to get this information.
Okay. I drop her 30 gold up front.
She looks surprised and takes it.
I told you, I plan on getting wealthy. Excellent. I will be staying at the insert name of the tavern I was at before for this foreseeable
Okay.
future. Come
Leap-
find me when you have some information.
All right. The Leaping Fox is the name of your inn.
Leaping Fox. Come find me when you have something to share. We shall both live happily. In the meantime, and I start counting out gold coins.
I think your mods are furiously deleting all the elf porn.
Is there actual elf porn that's being?
I don't know.
Oh God, what have I done? Okay. I slip her 15 gold coins.
You just slipped a 30.
Yeah, I slip her number 15 and start shrugging out of my clothes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Yeah. Subtract all 45 total and.
And some con checks coming your way.
Sure.
Ugh. Whatever.
You don't perform that well, and you're quite fertile.
Yeah, whatever. Man's got to do what a man's got to do. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Grumble, grumble, grumble. It happens sometimes.
All right. So you hump the afternoon away.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna go hang back at my place. Oh my God! People actually did it. People actually did PM me elf porn. I can't believe it. I assume just by the URL that it was linked. It was a joke, guys. It was a joke. Oh God, it was a joke.
Elf porn for everyone.
Oh God, there's 2 sets of elf porn. I bet. Oh no, it was a joke, guys. I didn't really want it.
He's totally gonna look at that after, or maybe right now if I get too boring.
Yeah, Ryan gets bored. Neil just sits here fapping to porn. Yeah, not gonna happen. Never gonna happen. Yeah, so I go back and I'm gonna. No, I lie. I do not go back to my tavern. On my way to my tavern, I realize I need some more darts, and I head off to the local weaponsmith or blacksmith or something.
Okay. You're able to find a weaponsmith.
Excellent. I would like to buy from him 11 darts.
All right. What is the price usually? I'll give you market value. It's dart. 5 silver apiece.
5 silver apiece.
Yeah.
So that is 11 silver. No. I need 11 darts. So 11 divided by 2.
5 gold. 5 gold, 5 silver.
There we go. That's the math. That becomes a 0.9. Whoops. And that becomes a 6. Cool. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cool. I am now stocked up on darts quite happily. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm going to buy another 6. So that would be another 3 gold.
Okay.
Yeah. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Cool. Now I go back and I'm going to chill at my tavern and kind of just wait. Waiting for the our friend to come and say hello.
All right.
So I'll spend a couple days just hanging out, sipping a little bit of wine here and there, walking through town, meeting people, talking, but nothing too specific. I'll drop some thieves' cant in my tavern a couple times a night to see if any other rogues pick up on it.
Okay. Okay. Roll a perception check for me. Actually, before we get to, can you roll me 3 charisma checks to see if you pick up any random rumors or anything over the course of the days?
2, 3, 14, 24, 29.
Okay. All right. So you gather that Lord Ashenholt is. So he is the Baron of this region, but he is somehow he feels cheated out of out of inheriting Seagate instead of Ashenholt. So he's sort of irritated that he is in this position, as opposed to the as opposed to being the Duke of Seagate.
Okay.
And another rumor. That's fine. Is there anything else you were sort of probing to get?
No. I didn't have anything particular in mind. I was just looking for whatever was around.
Okay. All right. So roll me a perception check.
28.
Okay. So that same dwarf that was in the tavern the first day. He's sort of got a brown beard, blackish cloak. When you were dropping thieves' cant, I don't know if you were just like by yourself or were you in conversation?
Yeah, I'd be like having a conversation with somebody and then like slip in a couple words here or there. But someone might be like, "Huh? What?" I'm like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah, for the most part, it was like, "What was that?" And they didn't understand, or you passed
Right.
it off as some regional dialect or some Elven words. But you noticed at one point when you dropped that in, the dwarf sort of perked up and looked like he understood what you were talking about. And shortly after, he shuffles out of the tavern.
Okay. I find an excuse to finish up my conversation with the person that I'm talking to and walk out of the tavern to go find the dwarf.
Okay. You don't see him outside. You can roll a perception check if you want.
I do want 20.
Yeah. No sign of him. There's a few people out and about, but you don't see any dwarves.
I jog to the closest person.
Okay.
Did you see a dwarf walking somewhere?
Not recently. Not many little folk in this part.
No, there was one dwarf. He just left the tavern. I'm supposed to meet up with him, but I don't know which way he went.
I don't know.
All right, I run off to another person down the street a little bit.
Okay. You ask around, and no one seems to have seen this dwarf.
Fuck. Okay, I go back into the tavern, and I go up to the barkeeper and get his attention when he's not busy.
Okay.
The dwarf that was here earlier. Do you know where he lives?
Lives? No, I don't keep tabs on my patrons that closely.
I was just hoping that hoping that since he was a dwarf, everyone would kind of know where he lived, being such an unusual fellow.
Sorry, can't say that I do.
Okay. All right, I will just continue to wait then.
Okay. Days, as in wait.
Yeah, I mean, if
all right, so this was the day after you had talked with Michelle.
Okay, I'll wait 3 days before trying to.
So let's go ahead and subtract 5 silver. Let's say 6 silver a night. So let's do it 3 times. 18 silver.
Okay. Okay. Down to 104 gold, 2 silver, 9 copper.
Okay. So the day after that, you were hanging out in the tavern. You've sort of talk to some people, but at this point you're sitting by yourself at the bar,
Mm-hmm.
sipping on your wine.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a perception check. Okay, yeah. So, I mean, so you're sort of thinking to yourself, staring into your cup, when all of a sudden you notice that there's someone sitting down right next to you.
I put my hand
Sort
on
of,
my purse immediately and then look at them.
yeah. So you didn't see them sit down. Looks to be human, about 5'9", medium build, brown hair, brown eyes, greenish tunic. About as average as you can imagine a man being. And he's sort of looking at you with a straight face.
Hi, big fellow. How's it going?
Don't know that I've ever been called big before.
Well, to me you are. Well, what's going on?
I was actually here to ask you the same question.
I'm just here resting in town. Been traveling for a while. It's nice to have a place you can call home, even if only for a few days. You don't have a problem with elves, do you?
No, I don't. The rumor about town is that you've been asking a few questions. And you notice that the word rumor was thieves' cant.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, you didn't quite hear it slip in, but you're like, oh, whoa, this guy's
Yeah.
speaking in thief.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a few. Been looking for a few rumors, I say, and thieves, using rumor and thief can't. Where did our
And
short friend go?
so you noticed him.
Yeah.
I have to give him a stern talking to.
Yeah, you should.
Um, you've been stepping on a lot of toes, Elf.
I am sorry. Whose toes have I stepped on? Let me know, and I'm sure to right the wrongs.
Why don't you tell me what it is you're trying to accomplish here?
I'm here to stay for a
Maybe
few
I can help
days.
you. Maybe I can
Uh, I'm
direct.
I'm a little lost. Thought I'd just come by town, see what's going on. Maybe see if I can make a friend or two.
Not very good at making friends, are you?
No, I'm terrible. So
Well,
what do you do
whatever.
for fun around here?
Make money.
Yeah, what sort of plans you got? I'm sure I could help you with something.
That's not my job. He sticks his hand out. He says, "My name's Chance. I will be your handler."
My handler.
You shake his hand.
Um, Not yet. I do not
It's
yet.
usually looks down slightly offended and then pulls it back.
My handler.
Yep. Make sure you don't get into too much trouble. Make sure we get our cut. If you do what I think you're planning on doing,
I plan on paying all the appropriate guilds and unions.
good, good.
May I ask which faction you represent here?
Faction.
Faction.
There's only one.
All right. Well, I am happy to get you your cut. If you are happy to provide me with a fence.
Absolutely.
Well, I think we'll be quite happy here. I'm not
Fees
one
are
to.
steeper for those not in the union,
That's
but
fine. That's fine.
I can fence whatever it is you need fencing.
Whatever I need, I have lofty ambitions.
uh, I've yet to yet to find an object that my men can't fence.
Perfect, perfect. How shall I find you?
If you ask the barkeep, so if you order a pear cider and pay with exactly 1 silver,
Okay.
I'll get the word.
All right. Perfect. Well then, Chance, hand to shake his. It's lovely meeting you. I'm not
Right.
fond of the word handler, but I see where you're coming from.
He shakes your hand and nods and gets up to walk away.
Excellent. All right. I will continue waiting to hear back from
Okay.
Monica.
Monica. All right. He slips away and you lose him in the crowd almost immediately.
It's fine.
And you find yourselves a few minutes later sort of having trouble recalling what his face even looked like.
Okay.
Most painfully average man you've ever met in your life.
All right.
Okay, so you wait around for
Michelle.
Monique.
Monique, Michelle, Monica, Methuselah, whatever her name was.
Okay. She doesn't show up that night.
It's fine. I'll wait another night. Wait,
Okay.
has this been all 3 days already?
This is the third day you've been in town. So it's been
Okay.
like 48 hours since you talked to
All right.
I'm running out of M names.
Mary. Cool. I'll just wait around until the third night. That's what I guess I should have said.
Okay. All right. So that next night, so you busy yourself that day, wander around town, do whatever it is you do. And then that next night, Michelle does show up at the Prancing Fox, Dancing
Excellent.
Fox, Leaping Fox,
Leaping
something like
Fox.
that.
Okay.
And she comes in and sits down next to you,
Hello, darling.
orders a drink, red wine.
Okay. Would you like to chat here or perhaps talk somewhere more comfortably?
Whatever you prefer.
Oh, when her wine comes, we head up to my room.
Okay. She sort of, yeah. Oh, when she sees your room. Not quite as plush as hers.
Yeah. It will do for talking, I say.
All right. So I got myself manhandled in the Ashenholt dungeon. I hope you're happy.
We'll see. Well, depends on what else you have to tell me.
So the treasure chamber is on the ground floor as well. Separate entrance. Off the ground floor on the western side of the building.
Off the ground
Down
floor, western side of the building.
Down a locked staircase. Presumably another set of locked doors.
On the ground floor.
Are you writing this down or something?
Yeah. Down a staircase, a locked staircase.
Locked door, down a staircase. Presumably another locked door. There's usually a few guards in the entrance chamber, and then probably one dedicated to the treasure chamber.
The one on the treasure chamber, is he at the top of the stairs or is he down in the treasure chamber itself?
I don't know. I didn't see.
You just heard though? How do you know that there's one guard there then?
I asked. Or I ask. I know how to get information.
Okay. So, and the entrance chamber to the treasure chamber is the main hall, the main foyer, next to the dungeons, above the dungeons.
It's on the same level as the dungeons, but a different entrance. The treasure chamber is on the west. The dungeons is on the east.
On the west.
The west wall of the
West wall.
foyer or whatever. Not the foyer, like the audience chamber.
West wall of the audience chamber. Okay, and the dungeons are on the east wall?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. How's a man to get in here, though, is the question.
That's up to you.
Oh, it is, and I will find out.
I usually just walk right in.
I think that your face gets you into places that mine won't.
You are a pretty little boy, though.
Tell me
Some
that.
nights swing that way.
Are there some knights here that swing like that?
Oh, you're serious.
I am serious. Are there?
Sure, yes. They don't speak these things openly, but
Of course not, but if you could
if
give me a
I
name.
sure, sure. Sir Holder, one of the knights um, in Lord Ashenholt's employ.
Sir Holder?
If I can't seduce a man, no woman can.
I chuckle at her. Excellent. And tell me, does Sir Holder live in the keep himself?
Yes, yes, indeed.
Okay. Where could I find him during the day? Do you know?
I don't know. Often in the training grounds, but
Excellent. I give her a big smile and stand up and just motion for the door.
okay.
Okay.
She leaves.
Okay. Qualner gives her a little pat on the butt as we walk out. Because that's the sort of guy that he is.
Roll the hit.
Rolled a hit. She attempts to dodge. I don't have surprise attack. What?
You get sure, yeah. Surprise and back attack.
Surprise and back attack. I rolled 1. I guess I like hit the door frame.
Save versus death. There's not enough violence, so okay.
15.
Is that a pass? Or is that
That is
fail?
a pass by 2.
Okay. She gingerly jumps to the side.
Okay. I'm already paid up through tonight, right?
No.
Okay. Then let me
It was
pay
6 silver.
another 6 silver. Bleeding me dry. And I'll stay the night, and in the morning, I'm going to head for the training grounds.
Okay.
Okay. Morning comes. I walk over to the training grounds if I can find it. I'll ask directions, whatever.
Okay. It is apparently within the walls of the keep.
Okay.
Oh, within the wall, like within the outer wall.
Okay. I walk up to the entrance.
Okay. There is a guard with a
Uh,
halberd.
Hello, good fellow. Are the training grounds inside?
What business do you have at the keep?
I had hoped to speak with one of the knights here regarding a bit of a personal matter, if that's okay.
Charisma check.
No, no. Oh God, the rolls are so bad today.
Which knight would that be?
Sir Holder.
He gives you a knowing look. Very well then.
Okay, I walk in.
Yeah, you hear him mutter under his breath. Corn cobber.
It's now striking me that I did not get a physical description of him.
You're inside the walls.
All right, that's fine. I sit back and I watch the training for a few moments and try and get a feel for who is just militia and who is a knight.
Yeah. So within the walls, off to the east side of it's a square keep. Looks like 3 stories maybe. And there are a few other wooden buildings within the walls. There are a bunch of soldiers sparring.
Okay.
Yeah, you see there's probably 24 or so footmen or whatever. and a couple that you guess are knights, either supervising or training or kicking their asses. There's stables.
Just
There's
two
other
knights?
servants. Yeah, right now, two right
Okay.
now.
Okay. I try and pay attention to the people talking to the knights and see if I can catch a name for either of them.
So you just like approach and start watching these guys train.
I mean, I'll hang back by the wall and just try and overhear anything. If I can't overhear anything after 2 minutes, I'll make a move.
All right. Do you want to try hiding or using any of your thiefy skills, or
No,
you
no,
just
no. I'm
in it
standing in
casual?
plain sight. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You try and overhear for a name.
Yeah. To see if I can pick out a Sir Holder or a Sir anything else.
Do you want to try and detect noise?
Yeah. If that would that would probably be a good idea. Detect noise is 20%. Ooh. No, 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 no. No. No noise detected.
Okay. All right. You aren't able to pick up any of the knights' names.
Okay. Then after... oh, go ahead.
So how long were you going to wait? Sorry.
2 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So you're up before anything I was going to say happens.
Yeah. I guess I'll approach one of the knights when they are not in combat, like when they've stopped or when they're talking to somebody.
Okay. One of the knights is actively like fighting with the men.
Cool. Then I'll go.
And the
walk
other
up together.
is standing aside, sort of shouting commands and giving advice and whatnot.
Okay. I will approach the other knight from like his side or in front, so he can see me coming.
All right.
Good evening, sir, or good morning, sir.
Yes. Can I help you?
I am looking for a knight by the name of Sir Holder. Do you know where I can find him?
That's Holder, having a tussle with the men right now.
I see. Thank you. I shall wait to speak to him until he's done.
He sort of narrows his eyes and gives you an appraising look.
Okay. I take a few steps back and just kind of patiently wait until Holder and the guys finish their sparring.
Okay. How long do you wait?
Until they're done, unless at an hour of waiting, then I'll do something else.
A half hour later, they sort of take a break for water and whatnot.
Okay. I'll walk up to Sir Holder during the water break.
Okay. Yes, he says, looking at you.
Good evenings, great sir. My name is Qualnir, and I am here seeking knights of great strength. I was led to believe that you, and I kind of put my hand on the front of his arm.
There are like a dozen other men around, by the way.
Yeah, I just very quick, like, I hear that you, and then I take my hand back, are one of the strongest, greatest, biggest knights here.
That may very well be true.
I do not want to interrupt your training. I was hoping that we could get a chance to talk later. And I give him a wink. With whatever eye is furthest away from the rest of the people. Qualner can wink with either eye.
Roll a charisma check.
Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money.
Oh,
Bad money!
that's not. What's your appearance?
16. I'm hot.
What are the bonuses associated with that? Or your hotness? I guess there aren't any hotness. Well, if 16 were correct, I don't think it's enough to get you.
I mean, if it was a hotness roll that I was making, that would actually be a 21.
I was going to give you charisma modified by hotness reaction adjust.
Oh no, that's not a +6.
Yeah, he seems weak-willed though. He quivers at the knee
Yeah.
at the suggestion. What's your hotness?
16.
That's a +5 reaction adjust.
Seriously? Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
20. All right.
So I
It says this evening. He says,
where can I meet you?
meet me at the around the back side of the wall. He sort of turns his head to like the north side of the courtyard, on the outside, just after dark.
You would. I kind of frown a little bit and say, "It can be so cold and prickly outside. It'd be lovely if we had perhaps a warmer chamber to talk in. Maybe some nice milled wine, fireplace.
Do you have a room
Can we not use yours?"
in the keep?
And the keep. If you need, I would be happy to teach you some of the ways of the elves.
Very well. Meet me just outside of the gate here.
At sundown?
He nods.
Excellent. And I give him another wink, and I then extend my hand to shake it as if, we had a normal conversation.
He shakes your hand.
And I
Turn.
nod and turn around and walk away.
You man whore. Seducing my male NPCs.
All right. Colnir's a little bit of a slut, apparently. Okay. Fuck. Really wish I was proficient in dagger right now.
When you get your proficiency at level 4,
Yeah.
you're gonna get your shit fucked up if you try and fight a knight.
I can try and fight a knight.
Fight.
Okay.
Sword fight.
I wait till nighttime. I wait till sundown.
Anything you want to do, or
Trying to think of what supplies I'd need. I want to go to an alchemist or an apothecary or something of that sorts. Apothecary.
what's that?
I'd like to go to an apothecary.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
What? You're able to find an apothecary.
Cool.
KY jelly.
I walk in and say, "Good sir, how are you doing this afternoon?"
Very well, thanks.
I come bearing bad news. I have been traveling with my lovely and trusting dog for many years, and he's come down with a bit of an illness.
Oh, I love dogs. What's his name?
His name is Georgie Boy.
A fine name.
Yes, he's a wonderful bloodhound. The problem is Georgie Boy is, well, he's old and sick, and he's not doing too well. I don't have a heart to put the blade to him, but I would love to see his misery end. Do you have some sort of painless poison that would put him in a deep, unending sleep? He's a beloved friend, and I want him to go peacefully.
It is a sad, sad thing. Yes, let me see.
Never was there love like that between a man and his dog.
Here. You know where poisons are in the DMG? I'll find them, don't worry. That's... Ooh, it is raining. Do you know where poisons are hidden in the DMG, or am I just...
No, not off the top of my head. I can look for it though. I don't think they're. Are you just looking for types or
Yeah,
costs?
yeah. There's no type list, but...
It's somewhere in combat, I believe. here we go. Which DMG do you have? Do you have the one with the dragon on the front?
Second edition. No. No,
Do you
I don't.
the one with this picture?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's page 101.
Oh, I checked there.
Table 51, poison strength.
Oh, yep, there we go. Okay. All right, he says. Yes, I have a preparation. It'll do just the thing.
It will be strong and painless. I wouldn't want him to suffer. Or to, wake from this.
Yes, yes. This will bring about a painless death within minutes.
I appreciate that. How much do I owe you for the favor?
For a dose, 10 GP.
For anyone other than my dog, it wouldn't be worth it. I slide him the 10 gold.
Yeah, that is fucking expensive, huh?
Yeah.
I can't just go around selling you poison for cheap.
No, that's a perfectly reasonable price. That's what I would charge, if not more. What type of poison is it?
You don't get to know.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Great. And I want to go back to my inn.
So he just gave you a vial of small,
Right.
stereotypical green liquid.
I uncork it and sniff it.
It smells a little like planty and sour, but not
Okay.
obvious.
And I mentioned to him as before I'm going to leave. He won't be offended by the taste, will he? I mean, I'm worried that he might think it's bad. And
His food
not...
should cover it up.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, I go back to my inn. And I want to ask the innkeeper if he's seen those merchant elves again recently. Or have they already left town?
Say that again. If the
merchant elves that were staying here are still staying here, or if they've left already.
Charisma check.
No.
Yeah, you aren't able to find them around.
Okay. Okay. I will ask the innkeeper if he has any elven wine.
Yeah, I think I have a bottle back here somewhere.
I'd like the whole bottle, please. Are you pulling out your own elven wine?
No. I'm out. Well, my glass is empty. And I don't buy elven wine, I buy cheap boxes of it.
Boxed wine?
Mm-hmm. The only way to go. Classy man, what can I say? 250 gallons of wine.
No, just a bottle.
Yeah, I feel like that's on here somewhere, isn't it?
I don't think so.
Really? All you can get is a 250 gallon ton.
You could just give me like a
Common wine. Yeah. He says 1 gold for a bottle of fine elven wine.
excellent. I give him the gold. I take my wine. And now I think I'm done. I'll just fast travel to the keep and evening.
Okay. All right. So that night, you show up to the keep.
Excellent.
Where do you go?
I go where we had agreed to meet.
All right. All right. I think we're creeping up on a break. Do you want to, or do you just want to power through to the end? What are you thinking?
Actually, technically, this would be the ending point. I'm
Yeah.
happy to go a little bit longer. I don't mind one way or the other.
Yeah, we can go a few minutes longer, wrap this little escapade up.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to do a commercial break before that, or just?
If you'd like to, we absolutely
Oh,
can.
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh, then let's keep going. Let's
Okay.
just keep going.
Okay. So where did you say you go to meet
We
this?
agreed that we're gonna meet at the front entrance.
What the hell did I say his name was?
Sir Holder.
Holder. Okay.
Holder. As in the one who holds
What does he hold?
a sword? I don't
Okay.
know.
All right. All right. So you are sort of loitering outside of the outer wall of the keep,
Mm-hmm.
keeping to the shadows,
Keeping
or
the shadows, keeping my eye on the front. I can hide in shadows if you'd like. But I don't, I'm not hiding.
then why would you hide in shadows?
I don't know, because I'm not.
Okay. So a few minutes pass, and you see Sir Holder sort of stick his head out the front entrance and sort of furtively look side to side.
I
He spots you and walks
skip over
over.
to him.
He says, "Come," and sort of gestures you inside.
That's the idea. And I walk with him.
He gives a nod to the guard and walks right on past
Okay.
and to the keep.
All right.
You pass one guard at the front door. There are two loitering, and it's sort of like an antechamber. There's sort of like a rug leading up to I wouldn't call it a throne, but there's some sort of chair for if the Lord needs to hold audience.
Is this the audience chamber that we're in?
Yep.
Okay.
You see there's a door on the west wall, a door on the east wall,
Mm-hmm.
and a staircase on either side of the throne.
Okay.
The door, both. So there's a guard at each door in that antechamber.
So could you maybe make a small map of this because I'm a little confused where how the antechamber works in relation to the audience chamber?
They're the same thing.
Okay, so the audience chamber has two guards in it, one on the prison door, one on the treasure door.
Yeah.
One on the east and west doors.
So there's the keep. Oops. Double doors. Single doors. There's like a spiral staircase on either
Okay.
side there.
Okay.
Derp, 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 and there's like a chair up here.
Okay. And then can you mark positions of guards?
Yeah. There's one each there, and there's one outside,
Okay.
and there's one at like the outermost gate.
Right. Right.
All right, so he leads you in and leads you towards the staircase here.
Okay. I go up it with him all the way to his room.
Yep, he goes up just one floor. The staircase does continue another floor up.
Do let me know if we run into any more guards on the way to his room.
You pass one soldier or something in the hallway on the way to the room.
Okay.
But he doesn't appear to be in a permanent position. He's just sort of walking around.
Okay.
And he sort of looks side to side once he reaches his room.
Mm-hmm.
No one else is in the hallway. He unlocks it and opens the door and gestures you in.
I walk in with him.
Okay. He steps in and shuts the door behind him.
I look about. Are there any glasses that I could fill, for drinking?
Yes, you do see some drinking glasses on a table. There's a bed.
Is he wearing armor still?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
A long sword at his side.
I look him
The
up.
room is nicely furnished. It's a canopy bed, but otherwise it's quite sparse. A bedstand. There's a small desk.
Okay.
Cups are on the desk.
All right.
So he starts to remove his armor, sort of sighing and stretching.
I stand back and
So
I put my.
tell me of your homeland, Elf.
It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I say, putting down my backpack and pulling out the bottle of wine. Um, I have brought you a gift. A sample of best wine my place has to offer. And I go to get the cups, and I stand with my back to him so the cups are in front of me, like so I block the view of everything.
Okay.
And then I pour some wine into one cup, pour some wine into another cup, and I'm talking about my like homelands, kind of bullshitting, like, oh, the in the autumn the maple leaves are blah 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 blah.
Roll a charisma check.
24.
All right. He seems effectively engrossed by your tales of the
Yeah.
Elven lands.
And I, while I'm pouring the second glass, I, pour with one hand and reach for the poison with the other hand and dump it in his cup.
Mm.
And then, careful to know which hand is which, I turn around to him and hand him the poisoned glass, and I say, now, Elven wine has an interesting taste, an interesting...
Sorry, can I have you roll pickpocket? Is that higher than a dex check would be? Probably not.
My dex check is superior to my pickpocket check.
Yeah, let's just do a dex check.
Okay. 37!
Bam! You're pretty confident he has no idea that you
Okay.
did anything fishy.
Um,
Super sly with that poison bottle. Okay, what do you tell him about the taste of the
I
elven
say
wine?
the elven wine. I've heard that humans think it has a strange taste at first, but the aftertaste is supposedly fabulous. We elves have grown up with this our whole lives, and we enjoy it the whole way through. But
This isn't the first time I've had elven wine.
I smile and hand him the cup.
Says, cheers.
Cheers! I clink glasses with him and down my whole thing in one swig.
Right. He takes a drink. And at this point, he's removed his armor and he proceeds to leap at you with all the fury of a, I don't know. I'm going to skip the metaphors. How do you handle this?
I laugh and play coy and try and push him off me and say, now, let us not skip the appetizers.
Okay, what are
The
these
main course
appetizers?
He's
tugging at your clothes.
I instruct him to lay down on the bed, and then I take my time and do a seductive dance for him while taking my clothes off and just crossing my fingers, hoping he dies in the meantime.
Roll a charisma check.
I'm trying to draw this out. I'm trying to take like 10 minutes to do this.
Roll a charisma check.
1.
Okay. He said, God. Okay, you try to push him onto the bed, and he says, "No. You said it yourself. I'm one of the strongest knights in this castle." And he throws you on the bed.
All right.
And proceeds to start tearing your clothes off.
Sure. I respond in turn.
Okay. Do you have any stall tactics you would like to employ?
Oh God, the stalls. When things get down to the skin, I'm like, to be honest, I've never been with a human before.
That turns me on. I can't roleplay this encounter out.
That's fine. I'm just trying to delay him with conversation and with like, whoa.
He doesn't appear to be. He doesn't appear to be taking your delay tactics.
Well then, fuck it. We'll go for it. I'll.
Oh God. Okay.
The elf will start off.
No, I mean you've lost control of the situation.
Yeah. Go. Yeah. Well, I will attempt to stall tactics via making out for
You
a
haven't.
while.
Yeah. No.
No, not gonna work.
No.
I
You
go
get
with it. That's
karma for all the things you've done to these poor
you know what?
farmers'
No, you got to do
daughters.
what you got to do. I go with it. Money's worth it to me.
In chat's words, hashtag Pound Town.
Yeah.
So this proceeds for what seems like an eternity to you, and then you hear behind you a odd choking sound. And something wet drips onto your back. You hope it's his. It's yeah, and he rolls off of you.
All right. I wipe my back on the bed sheets, get the blood off me or
You
whatever.
see him drool spilling from his mouth. He's
Yeah.
foaming,
I clean up.
clutching at his throat, and within a few seconds, he's gone quiet. His
Excellent.
face and lips swell up.
I drag his body off the bed, shove it under the bed.
Yeah,
I
you're in
clean
terrible
up.
pain. I'm not going to elaborate on any more details than that.
It's fine. Yeah, I clean up. I get my shit together. I put my clothes back on.
God,
What?
things you make me do.
You know what? People have sex for money all the time. This is no different, only the fact that I'm stealing money later. Prostitution is a legitimate career choice in these times.
Okay. Well then,
Yeah. So now here comes the difficult part.
yes, you're in this room with a dead knight.
He's under the bed though, and I put his armor and swords and boots and all of his clothes that he would have been wearing on him under the bed too. So cursory glance inside hopefully doesn't look like much. Hopefully you wouldn't be able to see him from just a cursory glance inside. I repack my stuff. I take a look at the wine cup that he was drinking from. Did he finish it?
You got about halfway through.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that cup half empty. I'll go to the other cup that's full that I had finished, and I pour that up. I fill that full. And I take the two cups, and I walk out the door, leaving my gear inside still, just the cups in my hands. My cloak on though.
Okay.
Fully dressed cloak, but the backpack with all my crap in it is still in the knight's room. I take the two cups and I start walking down the hallway towards that
Okay.
other guard that we saw on the way in.
All right. You open the hallway and there's actually a guard walking towards you.
Do I recognize him as anything?
No, you don't know that you've seen this guy before or not.
I smile at him pleasantly.
He looks at you somewhat suspiciously, but keeps walking.
Okay. I continue back the way that I had come, and I want to go to the guard that was in the room. Not the two that were at the foyer at the
So
audience
you've
chamber.
got the half full cup of wine that's poisoned, and then a full cup that is unpoisoned.
Yes.
Okay.
And I walk down to the area where I ran into that other guard, the one that was soloed.
What? So look, there's two guards in the foyer.
There's two guards in the foyer, one on the door, one at the wall. But you said we were walking up the stairs and we saw another guard while we were walking up the staircase to go to Sir Holder's
He
room.
was walking. You walked past. He was walking like down the staircase as you were walking.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like standing guard.
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that changes my plans then. Hold on. Okay. I will drink half the wine that's in the full cup. I'll walk down into the audience chamber.
Okay.
Are the two guards still standing there?
Yes.
Okay. I walk up to the one on the eastern door first. Wait, hold on. Yes, I walk up to the one on the eastern door first,
Okay.
which is in my mind, that's the prison door. And I hand him the the non-poison cup, or I start extending it to him and say, Sir Holder has asked me to deliver to you these glasses of wine. Some interesting arrangements have been made with the Elven nations, and we are to celebrate. I take a sip from it. I take a sip from it and hand it to him.
I'm on duty,
Oh,
and I don't need your used wine.
I'm sorry. I walk up to the other guy on the other side, and say, repeat the same thing. Sir Holder has blah blah blah. Great blah blah. Whatever I said with the previous guy, I've already forgotten.
Yeah. Do you
And
drink it first?
I sip the. Well,
Okay.
I don't sip either guy. I hand him the poisoned cup.
Roll a charisma check.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
All right. He says, "No thanks. I'm on duty."
Your loss. And I drink the non-poisoned cup again. I proceed to walk back upstairs and back to Sir Holder's room.
Okay. All right. You see no guards on your way up.
Shit. How do I?
You gave it up for nothing.
No. I refuse to admit that. So I'll be back in there for a few minutes. Then I'm going to pull his body out and like put his clothes back on him.
Okay.
And then like if I can, I want to lift him into a seated position on a chair.
Okay.
So it looks
his face is puffy and swollen.
That's
Clearly
fine. That's
looks pretty
perfect.
pleasant.
That's perfect. I sit him on the chair, and I drag his armor out and put it back wherever he had left it on the floor, to make it look like a fairly normal room. And then God, I don't want to die. What were the guards downstairs wearing in terms of armor?
They just had leather armor.
Leather armor?
With a tunic on top and a spear each.
Okay. I run to the... I open the door kind of loudly and run down the hall towards the top of the staircase.
Okay.
And when I get down there, I look at the two guards and go, "Help! One of you, come quick! Sir Holder's been poisoned!"
Okay. The one guarding the jail sort of jogs over.
I lead him to Sir Holder's room and I say, we were talking, and then his face started puffing.
He takes a look in the room. Says, "Oh God.
Is he okay?
Okay.
I don't know.
Look at his
Is he
face.
still?
Why aren't you?"
I don't know. I had a sip of the wine. I get like a terrified look on my face, and I, fall to my knees and lean against the door.
Well, shit. And he turns to leave the room.
Okay, fuck it. If he turns to leave the room, I throw my darts at his back.
Okay. Are you wearing your armor?
No.
All right.
I guess my armor's on the floor.
Surprise round. Roll to hit.
5. Plus
I guess
surprise.
a single shot
which would be
before
7.
Initiative.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Back attack.
Back attack and
check and see
surprise.
if he's surprised. He is indeed surprised.
Okay. Here we go. D20 plus 7. 14.
That'll do it. It's a hit.
2d2. 4 damage.
All right. He screamed. Oh yeah, back attack. That's right.
Oh, hold on. That should be 2d3 because he's normal sized. I'm sorry.
Oh, yep. You're gonna roll less. Watch.
No!
He sort of screams and sort of claws at his back, dropping his spear,
Okay. I'd
and
like to
turns.
take initiative.
Let's roll initiative.
12. Mother fucking God. No, I really liked this character. I really liked this character.
He shouts, "Help! Help!" And he picks up his spear and takes a step towards you,
Okay.
missing with his spear. You are
Alright.
within melee reach.
If I make 3 missile attacks, does he get 3 attacks of opportunity on me?
I think he gets as many as he can, which shouldn't be 3. It's probably just 1
Okay.
for someone like him. But if you were a proficient fighter, you would get a fuck ton, right?
Right. All right.
Not
Well,
a proficient fighter.
you know what? Screw it. No, I'll take a half move backwards,
Yeah.
and then I'll make all 3 attacks.
Yep.
Um,
You can't take a half move. You can take a right because if you take a half move, you provoke an attack of opportunity, right?
or a
You
slide.
can take a
a
step.
shift. Yeah. I'll take a step or whatever it is that gets me out of attack of opportunity range.
Yeah.
All right. So, why is it this not 1 attack is a 20?
Okay, that's a hit.
D3, 3 damage.
Okay. It sinks into his throat and he gurgles up blood and collapses face forward.
I immediately drag him into Sir Holder's room.
Okay.
I take the dart out of his throat and the one out of his back.
Mhm.
And I slide his body underneath the bed.
Okay.
And then I run back out into the hallway saying, "Help! Help!"
Okay. Okay. There is no one
Not
in
too
the hallway
loudly.
quite
What?
now. There's no one out in the hallway at this point.
I go down to the foyer, the
Okay.
antechamber, the audience
There's
chamber.
the one guard at the western door.
Okay. Is he looking at me?
Yes, he's taking a few steps towards you. This is what's
I
going
motion
on.
for him to come this way.
He sort of looks around and starts walking towards you.
Okay.
What is it?
Sir Holder, his face. Look at his face. You have to see his face. The other guard, I don't know his name. He ran off to get help.
Okay, he walks up the staircase. Okay, and he follows you to Holder's room. You see another soldier. This guy is not armored, just in like a tunic with the hand sigil on it, sort of jogging down the hall to see what the commotion's about.
Motherfucker. I point at Sir Holder.
Oh God, what happened to him?
I don't know. We were drinking wine, and then all of a sudden, this.
He takes a look at you. Says, "You poisoned him."
I poisoned him. If I poisoned him, why would I call for guards? Please, you must help him.
He takes a look at the floor and says, "Is that blood?" He points the spear at you. Now there's the
which
second.
guy? Hold on. There were 2 guys here, right?
There's one. Yeah, the guy with the spear points the spear at you. The guy who's guarding in the antechamber. The other guy is common is standing in the doorway, looking at what's going on.
Okay. I back away from the spear a little bit, just a step or two. Like, whoa, 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 whoa! You're mistaken.
There's clearly blood on the floor.
Oh yeah, I'm not. You're not mistaken about that, but you're mistaken
he
about me
doesn't- I was
poisoning
saying-
him.
Okay.
What? Yeah. I am keeping my eye on the unarmored
I saw you
guy.
drink the same wine.
I did.
You
Maybe
tried
it
to
wasn't the
poison
wine
me
then.
too.
What?
Where'd Johnson go?
He ran off to get help. I'm keeping an eye on the unarmored guy. When his back is to me, I want to make an action.
The unarmored guy?
The unarmored guy, when his back is to me, I want to make an action.
Okay, sure.
Is it
Yeah.
back to
Yeah.
me? All right,
Sure.
I'm going
He's
to
going to like
pull a dart out of my cloak and just throw it at him as soon as his back is to me.
Okay.
Surprise?
You catch the armored guard by surprise.
The unarmored is not.
The rolls
surprise?
are rolled.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So D20 plus 5 at the unarmored guy.
Yep.
12. Should
Enough
be
to
a
hit. Back attack. That's enough. Take him down.
Okay, cool.
The guard with the spear shouts, "Fiend!" And
Initiative?
yes, leaps at you with a spear.
God
Your
fucking damn it, 12.
12. I think he goes first. What's the weapon speed of the spear?
6.
6. Oh, if it is a 6, you do go first. Let me
Yes.
check. It is 6. Yep, you do go first.
All right. Dart to this guy as well. And then,
Yeah, so you take a step back. Oh, you did already take a step back. All right, so go ahead and make your attack.
yeah. 6. You.
Not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and he takes a step forward and misses with his spear.
All right. I'm going to take my... If I can still step backwards, or if I can still retreat, I'm going to do it. And then attack. with my
Yeah,
other two.
yeah, you can step onto the bed.
Okay. I step onto the bed, throw
Or
a dart
I guess you've still got another step. You can back yourself into a wall or step onto the or back or step
into
onto
the
bed.
wall is fine. Doesn't matter.
Okay,
16
is a hit.
for 2.
Okay,
And last attack is a 17,
is a hit.
which is another 2.
All right. All right.
Initiative?
Shouts, "Intruder! Intruder!"
Motherfucker. I should have put my 16 into strength, so I would have gotten +1 damage with my darts. Would have been so much better.
What is your 16 in? Deception?
Dex. Dex, but then it was a +1 for elf to bring it to 17.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Initiative for me is 10.
You go first. No dice.
No.
Okay. All right. He backs you against the wall. Misses. What is your AC, by the way?
It's actually pretty good. It's 15. 16 if I'm throwing darts against someone who's using a missile weapon.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, actually, it's 13 because I'm not wearing my armor. I'm sorry.
Aren't. Oh. Okay. Next round.
Well, I get my rest of
Oh
my
yeah,
attacks.
sorry. Yeah.
Which I guess I'm taking attacks of opportunity on.
You are.
Well, because he backed me against a wall, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You can sidestep, but yeah, you can't get away.
Okay. So I'll make my first attack. 14.
That's a hit, and he hits you as well.
Okay. I do
Ouch.
1
For
damage.
5 damage.
Oof. Okay. That is half my HP.
Mm-hmm.
I hit him for 1, and then I make my last attack.
Okay, I think he only gets 1 attack opportunity.
Yeah. 8. Motherfucker.
Nope. Did you take any move at all?
I haven't yet.
Yeah.
But
that's
at this point, I'm going to hop onto the bed, and I mean, I have a half move, so I'm going to hop up on the bed and run to the door because he's already used 1 attack of opportunity for the round.
Okay. It isn't safe to assume that he only has 1. I mean, I guess you already proved to yourself that he only has 1.
Yes.
But,
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
Even
yeah,
the
you're able
system.
to do that. You run out into the hallway.
To the door, not actually in the hallway yet.
Okay. All right.
I should.
You want to
mark
wait in
off
the door
doors.
and do combat round there?
Yeah, combat round from the door. Initiative.
Yep.
D10 plus 2. 12 again, motherfucker.
You guys go at the same time.
Okay, first attack.
Yeah. I'll give you no attack
19.
opportunity on that. Nice. What was your AC? Oh, you aren't wearing armor.
13.
Another 3 damage. Roll your hit, not a crit.
Oof, I'm at 2. 1.
Okay. He's still standing.
I take a
Start is just like peppered with darts.
I take a step backwards or 2
Mhm.
and do my d20 plus 3 to hit because I got 2 more attacks this round.
Okay.
19 again.
The hit.
2 damage.
That takes him down.
Okay.
All right. All right.
I drag
As you
his...
fell him, you look to see three unarmored men in sigilled tunics walking from further down the hall.
I still have an attack this round. I'm going to use it on them.
Okay.
Wait, unarmored men in sigilled tunics?
Yeah.
Do any of them have fancy mustaches that mark them as a knight?
None of them have fancy mustaches.
Okay. I'm going to
they're all
assume...
wearing the same tunic.
Yeah,
looks like
they look like... Okay.
Men at Arms or something.
I take a look at the door into Sir Holder's room.
What about it?
I don't. I run to Sir Holder's body immediately.
Okay, so you're foregoing that attack.
Yeah, I'm not going to make the attack because I was in the doorway, right? Then I stepped out, threw a dart,
Yeah.
and then I
you
turn and I
that
see
there's
them.
people walking
So
down
here's
the
what I
hallway.
want to do. I had put Sir Holder's body or clothes back on his body, so I know where the key is in his pocket or which pouch it's in because I was already handling all of his equipment and clothes, right?
Roll an intelligence check.
Ah, come on, we can do this, Neil. We can do this. It's not over yet. Fuck.
You don't recall seeing or where his key was.
Fuck. Shit. Damn it.
All right. Make a more defined action, or I'm gonna.
No, I'm actually going to make my attack against them then.
I'm gonna rule you lost it.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to point in the room and say, "Look!" And while I back away to the wall, I'm trying to use my best aghast and horrified look on my face.
They're sort of walking. They speed up a little bit, but they don't appear to really know what's going on. They just hear the commotion and the shouts for help.
Yeah. I back up pretty far and I just look
Like to the opposite the door.
to the wall opposite the door, and then down the hallway, just 2 feet or 3 feet
Towards them or away from them?
away from them. I'm trying to. If there's something awful here, I'm backing away, and then when I hit the wall, I scoot to the side as if I need to get further away from the horror.
All right.
that it is.
They approach and take a look in the doorway.
As soon as they turn their backs to
They're
me,
all sort of they're all back
sort
to you. They're trying to peek to see what the hell's going on, and they're like,
dart.
Okay. Roll initiative.
I don't get to attack them before when their backs are to me. No surprise.
How do surprise rounds work? Do you get a free attack if you're ready with a missile weapon, or
Yeah,
is it a free round?
If you normally get a free round of fighting in a surprise round if you determine it's a full surprise round.
They are not taken by surprise. No,
All right.
so just roll initiative.
Come on. There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Go first.
These guys are unarmed and unarmored.
Yes, you notice. Let me see. Yeah, you notice they have knives at their waist.
Okay. All right. First attack. Is this a back attack at all? Have they
Yes.
turned to face me?
Back
No.
attack.
Sweet. 24 natural 19.
That is a crit. That is a double crit.
Yes.
3d3.
So 3d3, but then back attack with my dagger. So another my
you
door.
backstab.
Oh, yeah. So 43.
So 43. Yeah.
The first guy. 9 damage.
Okay, that's enough to take him down.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, God.
All right. So the other two turn to you and draw daggers.
Oh God, I'm dead.
They both miss.
Oh, thank God, thank God. All right.
But they have now closed the melee reach, and they're
I step
shouting.
step back down the hall
Okay. Which way? Towards the stairs?
towards the staircase.
Okay. One. Okay. Yeah. One of them turns to run down the hall.
Perfect. I want to throw my first dart at him. Well, my second dart of the round, but the first dart of the second half of the round at him. So 21 against him,
Crit.
but no backstab damage. Okay. 2d3, 4 damage.
All right. That fells him.
Yes. And second attack against the one remaining guy.
Mm-hmm.
22. Double crit.
Yep.
7.
Yep. Takes him down too.
I drag the bodies into the bedroom. I drag them into the bedroom. And I retrieve the darts.
So this is four. This was 4 unarmored. Did you take out both the guys in armor? So 6 guards plus the knight.
Yes. I retrieve my darts from the mall.
You do Okay, do you shut the door to your room or anything?
Yeah, I shut the door to the room.
Okay.
I grab my gear out of it first, though.
Oh, okay, but you shut the door so you drag all the bodies into the room.
Drag all the bodies into the room,
This is
grab
taking
my
a few
gear.
minutes, and it's making you kind of nervous. Does that change your actions at all?
No, no, no. I need to drag the bodies into the room.
Okay. All right. All right. You're getting all the bodies piled into the room, and you hear some shouting down the hall. Like, what's going on?
I will calmly.
Okay.
I wrap my
You've got all
cloak
the
around me.
bodies dragged into the room.
Okay. I shut the
They're
door.
sort of just like piled in the
That's
in
fine.
front of the doorway.
I shut the door and pull the cloak, over my body to kind of hide,
Another
hopefully
man
hide
at
any
arms
wounds.
is approaching.
I say, "What seems to be the matter, sir?"
What the hell's all this commotion? And
I don't know. Some people were yelling about some things. They haven't been over here though.
all right, he keeps walking past you.
Yeah. Good. Should I be worried? I call after him.
So he turns and takes a look at you and he says, Jesus Christ, you're covered in blood.
No, I told you I drew the cloak in front of me.
Okay, you did. Okay.
I did say that.
Okay. I don't know. There's just been a hell of a lot of shouting. Where is every... Okay, and he walks down the staircase. Grant?
Down the staircase?
John? Yeah, down the staircase.
Okay. I shrug. They went outside.
Yeah.
No, they didn't go outside. Where'd they go?
He's down the stairs.
Okay, yeah, cool. I go watch from the balcony above the staircase.
There's not really a balcony.
Well, then I go down the staircase after, like great distance. I want to be able to watch him, but I don't want to be.
He seems confused that there's no one in the antechamber, and he starts walking towards the front door, looking around.
I say, wait, just a moment. I think I see them.
He turns around.
Yeah, they're up here. I think they're hurt.
What? And he starts jogging towards you.
Okay. When he gets like the bottom of the staircase, I want to throw my darts at him.
Chap's Qualnia the fucking psychopath.
Oh god. Do I get a surprise
0.
attack?
Yeah, surprise attack. Surprise
All
round.
right. Okay, a full round of surprise?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Alright, so my first attack is an 8. I guess I lose surprise.
Is that including
after that.
surprise?
That's including surprise. My normal is 3, and then I was doing 2 for surprise, no
yeah,
for back
it's
attack.
not a back attack. Okay.
Alright, then second and third attacks. Second is 9. Oh god. Third is a 21, natural 18.
21 is a double crit.
Yes. Isn't he armored?
He's not armored.
Okay. 6.
Okay. You take him down. Let's out a scream as he falls face first into the stairs.
I grab his body, and I pick up any darts that are nearby him, and I drag him to the door on the east wall. No, that's not true. I drag him behind the throne, behind the chair.
Okay.
And I prop him up so he's like sitting against it, and his legs are in front of him. Or like
Okay.
across them, whatever gives the least profile from the other direction.
Okay. You hear
I'm
a shout from upstairs. Jesus Christ, Holder! How many men do you have in there?
I say nothing, I keep hiding behind the chair.
You hide behind the chair?
Yeah, I'm hiding behind the throne downstairs on top of the dead body.
Okay. You hear some Holder. You're just waiting behind the staircase.
Yeah, I'm waiting behind the staircase.
You hear a shout from Dear God. Okay, and commotion upstairs.
Where do I hear? Do I hear footsteps? What do I hear?
You hear footsteps and commotion. Not
Where
coming
do they? Are they headed
downstairs.
downstairs or upstairs?
They aren't headed down the stairs. They're just like, yeah, commotion
Okay.
upstairs.
I run. Okay, I'm going to move silently to the western door.
Okay.
Roll
your move silently check.
51 on a move
I guess I'm
silently
supposed
of
to check.
50.
That doesn't count.
Okay, it doesn't count. Cool. My move silently is 50%.
Okay. All right, and you approach the door.
I approach the door and I try and pick the lock.
All right, roll a pick lock check. What is your How long does it take? Is it a minute?
I don't remember.
Okay.
2. I
Okay.
picked the shit out of that lock.
Open locks. The amount of time required to pick a lock is 1d10 rounds.
Fuck, man.
Okay. Okay. It takes you 5 minutes, and no one comes downstairs in that time.
Thank
You do
God.
hear commotion going on upstairs. But,
I open the door, slip on the other side, and shut the door behind me.
okay. It is pitch black.
I put my hand on the wall, and I walk forward.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I keep one hand in front of me, one hand on the wall, walk down the staircase if there's
Okay.
one.
All right. It is a staircase that leads down.
Okay. Tell me what I find in front of me.
Okay. All right. It's a stone staircase. Walls are stone as well. Leads you down one level, and then it opens up into a small room. On the back side of the room are this room, the floor and the walls are made of dirt. On
Okay.
on the far end of the room are 2 trees up against the back wall on either side, with the roots sprawling out into the room
What am I
and
using
up
for
to the
light?
ceiling. What's
I mean,
that? They don't
Is
have.
it
What are
lit?
they? No, you're seeing with your elven night vision, so it's quite dim.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the branches sprawling up.
What the
No,
fuck?
no leaves,
Okay.
and you see something between the trees that you can't quite make out. It's maybe 50 feet away from you.
I walk towards it.
It appears to be a human figure tied between the 2 trees.
Is it alive looking?
You
Does it have?
approach.
Yeah, I approached. I walk towards it.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
23.
Okay. You notice that there are like markings around the floor, and kick a candle on your way across the room. The figure is most definitely not alive, and his guts are splayed out on the
I
floor in
shrug.
front of him. He's at his knees with his hands tied to the 2 trees.
I start looking about for treasure.
Like, there's no fucking treasure here.
What?
Roll a perception check.
What? 26. Where's my treasure?
There's no treasure.
I search the man that's tied between the trees.
He's naked.
Motherfucker. I search the room
found-
again. Also, hold on. Elves have a chance to detect secret passageways and shit just by becoming coming near them.
Oh, really? What's your chance?
Um,
You found the grape dungeon, Neil. Not the
Let's
treasure.
secret doors, those constructed to be hard to notice, and concealed doors, those hidden from sight by screens, curtains, or like, are difficult to hide from elves. Merely passing within 10 feet of a concealed door gives an elven character a 1 in 6 chance to notice it. If actively searching for such doors, elven characters have a 1 in 3 chance to find a secret door, and a 1 in 2 chance to find to discover a concealed portal. I'm actively searching
What is
for
a
secret
portal?
doors. Like, if you had
Oh.
like a wall with like a curtain hanging in front of it or a tapestry, and there's like just a hole
Okay.
behind it.
Okay.
It
That is a bullshit, stupid ass rule. Elves are OP. I'll roll it. So you are actively going to take some time to search.
Uh-huh.
No dice.
I fucking keep searching. This cannot be the only thing in this room. I fully believe that there is something.
Okay.
I searched the room again for concealed doors or secret doors.
Okay. All right. How long are you going to spend doing this?
However long it takes me to search the room again.
You've spent maybe about 20 minutes searching the room.
There's nothing in here. There's no treasure. It's just 2 trees with a dude tied between them.
As far as you can tell, there's like the remains of like some like paintings and markings and runes on the center of in the center of the room.
I take a look at the markings.
You don't have a read language. You don't recognize the runes or anything. They're not common or elven.
Fucker. All right, I'm pissed off. I go back upstairs to the. I go back upstairs to the treasure chamber entrance door, and I want to listen at the door.
Okay. Roll me detect noise.
Ooh, 20%. That is low. Nope.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Yep. You hear nothing on the other side of the door.
Man. All right. I'm going to open the door just enough for me to slip out. And then close it behind me.
Okay. You see that there are 3 people in this room. There's 2 guards, like sort of posted there, and there is one guy in chainmail, sort of inspecting, like taking a look at this dead body behind the throne.
Okay. I close the door. I open the door, see this, and then just step back in and slowly close the door.
All right.
Oh, I have a healing poultice. I drink that.
Okay. It's absolutely disgusting. Did you choke it down?
Okay. Does it heal me at all?
No. Roll me an intelligence check.
Oh god, I was supposed to put this on a wound, wasn't I? 20 plus 12, 23.
Yeah, you come to that realization after you've choked it down. You're like, fuck, I think I was supposed to put this on my wounds.
Motherfucker. I sit down, I like lay down and pour it on my wounds. Just kind of like put my shirt over
The second one.
The second one, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a thick paste. Like, yeah, it was like being sick, grassy oatmeal.
Okay. Yeah, I pour it on I pull up my shirt, pour it on my wounds, and then put my shirt back over it and tap it down, get in place.
All right, no instantaneous effects, but
okay.
Feels cool on the skin.
Oh god, what can I do? How can I get out of this? I am going
we are.
to...
Yeah, I was gonna say we're sort of approaching the end of the session.
Yeah.
We're sort of over the end of the session.
Yeah.
Do you want to wrap it up here on a cliffhanger?
Oh god, I gotta...
Or...
Okay, when I poked my head out, are the guards facing those directions that you had displayed them as?
Yes.
Okay. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to walk out, and I'm going to move silently. I'm going to try and sneak up the staircase behind the guy who's inspecting the body.
Staircase? Okay.
Up the staircase.
Move silently is 50?
My move silently is 50.
Okay. Are you trying to hide in shadows? Oh, you can't hide and move.
You can't hide and move.
Okay. Okay.
Do I get up the staircase without being noticed?
Okay. You get to about there, and the knight turns and looks straight at you. You're like creeping out.
All right, let's end it here.
Seriously, that much of a cliffhanger?
Yeah, let's end it here. If you think you can remember this for next week.
No,
yeah?
Sure.
All right. Oh god, I really don't want to die.
Then you shouldn't have gone full on psycho.
I how was I should have planned more. I should have planned for this thieving more carefully instead of just like, yeah, I'll pretend to seduce a guy but poison him and then nope, nope, nope. I've had the tib-butt sex and killed like a dozen people. Uh, the knight was in chainmail too. Jesus.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hopefully he's encumbered.
All right. Any shout outs? Any announcements?
Last week of the month, I'm going to be doing I want to say 120-hour marathon stream. We're aiming for 120 hours. I don't know. Well, I'm still working out the exact details of the timing and everything, but that's my only thing on the horizon. And next weekend, we will probably have less streaming than usual because I'm moving, but I'm going to try and do that throughout the week, so it won't be too much of an interruption to streams. Other than that, I'd like to thank Ryan for being such a great and kind and loving DM and not killing me right now because this is my favorite character ever. Don't kill him.
We'll see. Sometimes the dice have different things to say.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week, hopefully.
See you guys.